Hey everyone, today I am going to be going over another new product or brand that I'm trying, and I think has been around for a while, but if you see it in the title, it's a brand called Bolive, Beautè, I believe it's pronounced. So, I'm sorry if you hear my fan in the background, but that's going to keep me cool. So, I got a couple of products from that company, and I wanted to just go over that haul real quick. And I'll also, in the process of going through the haul, I'll also be going over how I completed this look. So, as you probably know, this is Pride Month, and I've been wanting to do a rainbow look for the longest. Now, keep in mind, I am straight, but I also respect that community and I love the rainbow makeup looks. So, I decided to take the opportunity to come up with some kind of rainbow look. So this is what I came up with. So I used some of the Bolive products to achieve this look. So I will start with the haul. I'll start there. So I got 3 products from their company, 3 palettes. So I'm going to start with the Wild Dreams liner palette. And this is a palette that uses the or has the what are they called? Liners. Liners that are water activated liners, and I never had any of these, so I said, well, this is a great way to kind of start playing with these water activated liners. So and I'm not sure how much these were, I forgot, but definitely check out their website to check out these products. So they weren't expensive at all. So for these, there's a lot of colors in here. I'll show you, but I'm going to turn it upside down because there's a mirror on the top, so that doesn't affect it too much. So these are the colors, and I use the yellow in the brow. I use it's kind of like a pink, a dark pink or hot pink. I use the green and I use the blue. So I use those colors and did I say orange? I don't think I said orange. I also use the orange too. So the yellow, orange, pink, and the green and the blue. And to kind of, draw my shape of my brow. So use that. And then for the colorful brows, I used another palette from Bolive, and it's the Wild Side eyeshadow palette. Looks like this on the front, and this is what it looks like. Beautiful colors. They are all matte. So that was something I promised myself I wasn't going to buy any more eyeshadow palettes, but I couldn't resist this one because it had all the primary colors and they're all matte. They also have some nice nude colors in this palette. So this is the palette. Gorgeous colors. Look at all those colors. And this was on sale for I believe it was like $30 or $25 or something like that. And as you can see, they are pigmented. So I used, and these have names. So I started with I started dark to light, light to dark. So I used this blue in Flossie. I used the green in Mary Jane. That one. And I used what else? The yellow. The yellow was called Misbehave. That one. And I used orange. It's called Flambe. And on the tail, I used a red in Crimson, which is this one right there. Try not to get them on my fingers and stick my fingers in them. I did. I did stick my fingers in it. Try not to. Goodness gracious. Stabbing them and stuff. I didn't do too bad. I got that lavender color on the end. So, but yeah, so those are really pretty colors. So that's how I achieved the brow. And then for the lid, I got off of Bolive I did use Bolive in the crease. So I used 2 colors from their other palette. What did I do with, oh, here it is. This palette is called the Nude Persuasion palette, and this is the Essentials one. So they have one that's got some more colors, but this is kind of this, I guess they said this is the Essentials. So these can be used on the eyes, on the face as contour colors, to bronze. So these are those colors. It's got a mirror on top there too. But those are the pretty nude colors. So I needed some nudes. And I like these colors, and they're, you know, real big pans. So I use this color in the crease. It's called Cafe. And then I used Caramel under the brow. So those are my products from the Bolive. So that's my Bolive haul. So for the shimmers on the eyes, I had to find some shimmers that went to the, you know, for my rainbow. So I used some colors from Tammy Tanuka, I think you pronounce it. That is a Russian brand, and she's got really pretty, like, hundreds of pigments that are really bright and really like duochromish. So unfortunately, I don't know the names of these. I got these a while ago and they're in Russian, so I do apologize. But if you have any colors that are similar to this, definitely you can achieve this look with that. So this is the first color. So it goes from, as you can see, it goes from like a yellow gold to red, kind of like a orange red. So that was perfect for this rainbow look. This is the lid. I don't know, maybe you can see it better in the lid, but yeah, that's how it looks. And then the next color, I didn't have a yellow Tammy pigment, so I went into my glitters. This is a glitter from Violet Voss. It's called hold on, let me put the lid on for us. Well, this is what it looks like. Glitter from Violet Voss, and it's in the color Electric Daisy. I'm so glad I had that to put in the look. And so that's the yellow. And then for the green, I went back to Tammy. And this color, does it have, sometimes she'll put these are chromatic, I can tell you that, chromatic colors. And sometimes she'll put the English name, but most of the time it's the Russian. So this is a pretty green that goes to a blue. So you can see the blue there, and then it turns green. And that's there. Really pretty and shimmery. And then for the outer there, that blue, it goes, I think this is a chromatic, yeah. This is a chromatic also. And it goes from blue to purple. So I'll turn it, see, there's the purple, and there's the blue. That's so pretty. I love these colors. So those are the colors I used to complete this rainbow eye look. On the bottom, I tried to get a little creative. From last time I was on, I used a Question Beauty mascara in the color Sapphire Sky. If you want to see that haul of products, that's in my last video. So I went over the lashes with this. It wasn't blue enough. What I should have done was do the white and then put the blue on, and that would have made it pop more. But it wasn't popping as much, so what I did was, if you can see this metallic, I used this JD Glow. It's like a liquid eyeliner. It's in the color Trans Slade. I guess I forgot the name of it until I looked at it, but I guess that fits for today. So this is kind of separated, because this, see, all this white is just separated, but that's the color. And it goes from like a teal to a purple. There it goes, purple. So I applied that to the lower lashes on top of the mascara, just to make them pop more. So that's pretty much the eyes. I use these lashes. These are some Beauty Supply lashes. Amelia, if that's how you pronounce it. I don't have the brand, but that's what the name is and the number. So those are the lashes. I wanted to keep the lashes kind of simple, since the eyes were doing a lot. I also kept the lips simple. So for the lips, this is something else new that I recently got from TikTok. And it's another one of their Glam Light Glazed Donut Lip Kits. So it's by Glam Light, and it's one of their lip kits. They have a lot of different ones, different flavors and stuff. I mean, you know, names. And I have another one that I'm going to do in my next look. But this one is, I used one in a previous look a while back. It was the Twinkie lip kit, and so this one, I got two more recently. So this one is the glazed donut. So this is what it looks like, the box. And the Twinkie one came with a lip liner, a lipstick, and a clear gloss to go on top. So with this kit, it comes with the lip liner and the gloss, but the gloss is, you know, colored. So this is the lip liner, and I do have that on. And this is the gloss. So that's how I achieved the look. For blush, I have on one of my La Femme blushes in, I believe it's called, yeah, just called Grape. This one. And for highlight, I'm using Slade by Kat highlighter, princess cut. This is also from, I also got this from TikTok. So I've mentioned Slade by Kat before in previous videos. I primed with my face with the NARS Radiance Primer, Broad Spectrum SPF 35 sunscreen. And it's a pretty primer. It kind of gives you that, you know, radiance look. So I prime with that, and then I use it kind of reminds you of the Yummy Skin, but just to switch it up, I use that because I might be going out. So it's always nice to have your SPF. And then for the foundation, I use my Danessa Myricks Yummy Skin number 9. I actually did it a little differently. I usually apply it with a brush, but today I use my fingers to apply it. So it still has a pretty finish. And for finishing powder, I use the Charlotte Tilbury number 4 Deep Airbrush Flawless Powder. And I think that's it for the most part. I knew this was going to be a longer video because I just had to tell you about my new products and how I achieved this look. So I love it. I was thinking about something a little different, but I kind of went safe with this one, if you can call this safe. Because what I was going to do was something a little more complicated, but I didn't think that, you know, I wanted to really take my time with that, and I was kind of in a rush today. So this is what I came up with, and I hope you like this look, and I hope this look will inspire you to create something of your own. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. I have a couple more hauls to go. Bye.